Hey y'all, what's up? Welcome back. If you're new to the channel, welcome to the channel. My name is Helen and I want to share with you our cozy vibes bonus room that we have that has been everything from a reading room to a full-blown office. Okay, and if you've been around a while, you've seen all of the changes I've made in this room, whether we were cleaning, organizing, purging. I sold my desk, my chair. I actually donated the sofa that we had in here before, and I wanted to bring it back into like the cozy vibe chill space bonus room that it was before. And that way, when Christopher and his friends would come over, they could play video games up here in this room. Or like if Penny had company, they can hang out up here. Or if I just wanted to sit up here, read a book, or even study, I could. So I noticed that over time, I was dusting and cleaning this room, but never really using it. I would come in here and grab a book, grab a few things, maybe if I was studying for school, take my laptop and move around the house. I never really just sat at the desk. So I realized that's not for me. And although I love to watch those videos where people have those offices and huge libraries, I've always wanted a library. So I'll probably still be adding books, but I am not the desk girl. I'm just not the desk girl right now. I think it's just, I don't sit still enough to be at a desk. I'd rather sit and be comfortable with my laptop and just do whatever I need to do, whether I'm editing or doing schoolwork. So I decided to take a chance on a company who reached out to me, and they asked if I would like to try their cloud sectional sofa. They said it was pet-friendly material. It was a beige cream color, and I thought, yeah, sure, why not? Even though I was kind of leery about it because I don't know about the company. It was an Amazon affiliate like company, and I was like, well, just send it out, let's see. So I did the measurements that I saw online. It said it was 108 inches, and I figured, oh, it would fit perfect in this space because I've had something similar in size. I'm thinking it was going to be a very small sofa, right? So 2 boxes came in, and I ended up opening the first box was just the larger part of the sofa, and then then the next day I ended up opening up the chase part of the sofa. Now the reason why I did it in 2 different days is because I was really busy on the first day. However, it kind of worked out because I was able to see the difference in the sofa fluffing up, coming into its like fullness of compared to like when it first come out the box. When you first get the box, you open the box and everything is compacted into the base of the sofa. So it comes very compact, vacuum seal, the cushions, the pillows, the backs are really nicely packed. So I love the packaging on the sofa so that if you want to order something, it doesn't come this big, huge one thing. You actually have several boxes. I actually received 3 boxes because they actually sent me a throw as well. So I'm going to go ahead and get to that video so you can see all of the pieces and the fact that, listen, this sofa took me just one part of the sofa, right? I was just watching TV chilling. I would say it took me maybe 20 minutes. The whole thing, setting it up, cleaning up, decorating, girl, under an hour, okay? So this is a perfect setup for us right here. I'm enjoying it. It's been up for 3 days now. So yeah, let's go ahead and cut to the video. So here we are. I have opened up the first box, and that one box, all this is in that one box, believe it or not. We still need to drop these books off to half price books. This is from the last video, continuing on, and we're going to start building the sofa in here. Now the thing is, I don't have all the boxes yet, so one comes in the morning, but I'm going to go ahead and try to get these open so that they can begin to fluff out. When you get these like this that are vacuum sealed, give it a day or 2. I mean, it says 48 hours, so I would at least give it 2 days before it fluffs all the way out. I'll probably end up steaming them too, and then I'll show you all the videos. It might take a couple days for y'all to actually see the full video because I want to make sure they're fluffed all the way out. Yeah, I don't want y'all to see a wrinkle. So, and I know most of the time, like pillows, blankets, I get everything like that, vacuum sealed. It's just an easier way for them to be able to ship everything together. So inside of here and inside of that one, it had like the base that you sit on. It also had the back pillow and I think a side pillow. And then they had these two pieces, which I think are the backs. And I think they're the backs because they have these like hooks on them right here. So I'm sure they latch on. I'm so for sure. So yeah, I'll go ahead and start assembling and go from there. I think I'll just put the legs on first and go from there. And let me show you what the legs look like. It does have like some hardware here. I don't think it's a lot of hardware, really simple. So that is 8/16 screws, and then it has these right here. They're called shape connectors. I think it's when you just lock them in, they just sit on and lock. If you want a different leg, like a metal leg or something like that, just order you some. But yeah, these look really good, just like your standard like sofa legs. Depends on if you want a low sofa, high sofa. This should be fine though, especially for like a media room or whatever. And so it comes with these little taps. You're gonna take these off, right? So that we can use the screw part. I think this is just to protect the packaging, I'm sure. And then we're gonna screw this into the bottom. So let me get all the legs on real quick. All right, let's go ahead and get into the assembly of the sofa. I went ahead and put the legs on it. As you see, I went ahead and set up this one first, and then I'll set up the chase you'll see next. But it was really quick and easy. They have these clips that latch on so your sofa doesn't move, you know, around like the pieces. But you can customize this. You can add pieces. It's a modular sofa, so you can actually buy 2 of these or buy a few more pieces to add to it. These do come in other colors, so if you're not interested in the beige color, there is 7 colors to choose from. The fabric is soft. It is pet friendly, easy to maintain. The depth of the sofa is about 26 inches. The ottoman measures 30 inches. I would say the whole chase is about a little bit like 60 inches. This sectional has a weight limit of 1,000 pounds, which is really good. That lets you know the quality of the actual sofa. As you see, it looks like it has springs in it. It has like a bounce to it. It not only is comfortable, when you sit on it, you can feel like the little bounce to it. You don't feel the springs or anything, but it's very comfortable. Right now, you see this is what it looks like fresh out the packaging and me setting it up. But in a day or two, you're going to see just how much it fluffs out. Now, of course, this is me showing you the pillow when it comes out the packaging, and after I kind of shake it up, beat it up a little bit, and then put it onto the sofa to go ahead and let that air out, because it was vacuum sealed when it first came in its box and packaging. I'm going to do the same for this one so you can see in real time me fluffing it up, and it does fluff up over time. So just give your sofa a day or two, just like anything you would order that comes into those bags. With unboxing, taking everything out the plastic, setting everything up, it was definitely under 30 minutes to set this part of the sofa up. So this is what it looks like after I set it up. It still has not fluffed up completely, but I just want to give you a look at it. And let's go ahead and set up the chase. It actually came with this huge sheet. And basically it shows you the modular sofa and all the extra pieces you can purchase to add to the sofa. If you want a larger sofa, this sofa is already 108 long, so I thought that was decent enough for what we're doing. It does come in other colors like your white, your creams, your gray. This beautiful green. I've seen somebody review that green one. I love it. Blue, the light blue, looks like black, charcoal gray. Beautiful colors. So if you want to do more, I like that they actually send this. And then this is also your sheet that's going to give you your directions in putting the sofa together, which is really simple. Arms, yeah, base of the seat. So it's just like this. And basically what you're going to do is you're going to open this up. It's going to release all the air and fluff up. So all of that was in here, which is, I'm going to zip it back up. Hold on 1 second. And this is just like the base, basically. So you can see. Oop. Actually, I think this may be the ottoman. Yeah, it has these Velcro pieces on it. And what they did was they put Velcro protectors so that it wouldn't mess up your fabric as you were as through shipping. So I'm gonna take the covers off. Let's add our cushions to the Velcro strip. All right, so here is everything that was in that box. Not those cushions over there, but that thing, the base, that cushion, this base, and then they have like the arm pieces, the back pieces, all that was in there, as well as these legs and those screws. So when you get the directions, you're going to screw one screw in the back at the bottom of the sofa. That's where your latch is going to go when you want to latch on the back of the sofa or the arm of the sofa. They come with these latches underneath. So I'm going to try to show you a close-up of that, of me doing that and assembling this part of the sofa. Here I'm going to attach both pieces of the base together. It's just this little bracket. It locks it in place. That way they don't slide apart. You know, if you've ever sat on a sectional that isn't attached to one another, you know exactly what I mean. So this will be great, especially for kids, dogs, or whatever, whoever's hopping and bouncing on this thing. It stays in its place. So they have these brackets that go on the back of the back piece and the arms. It also has a latch. So that little screw I was telling you, screw at the back, it's going to latch onto it so it locks in place. So all we're going to do is put this through the hole here and slide it down. It's going to lock in place. And then I'm going to lock the base at the bottom. That way the back portion or the arms do not move. So I'm going to go ahead and add the cushion from the last piece that came in the second box. This is going to show you the difference in the days that have gone by. So this is from opening it up and me fluffing it, and then the one on the right is the one that has fluffed overnight. So eventually they begin to fluff bigger. You can see the difference. This one's a little bit puffed out, this one's still flat. So in the days to come, it will fluff out even more and it will rise even more. So the packaging does say give it 48 hours, and that's exactly what we're going to do. So I'm going to go ahead and fluff out the back cushions and put the rest onto the sofa, and then go ahead and start decorating my sofa area and space for a cozy fall feel. So it's the next morning and I am hanging up a DIY wall art that I did recently. I just wanted to add a little bold pop to this empty wall space. They also sent me out a free throw that matched perfectly with what I wanted to do in this room to cozy it up a bit. I had this ottoman. It's like a wicker basket we keep a lot of our cords in. And I haven't used it in a while. It just sits in a corner. I thought about just using it like this because I like the color of it and it adds like the wood element to the room, like fall vibes. But I kind of quickly realized that I wanted to put a vase here. I also wanted to put a candle, somewhere to throw our remotes, and it just wasn't gonna work like this. So I went ahead and flipped it over, added the vase, the candle, and I actually added this cute little decor I've had for a long time. This little sitting lady, I think I picked her up from Burlington about a year or so ago. But I was thinking if the kids are up here, they're snacking, hanging out, watching movies, not really snacking, but you know, their drinks or whatever, they could just take this off and sit it on the floor and they could put their drinks on top of here. Now, recently I did pick up some florals from Hobby Lobby. You'll see that video coming soon with me doing a little bit of fall decor around the house. I went ahead and popped these little florals into this vase. I wanted to add more of that fall color. I'm not a huge fan of orange, but y'all know I love the burnt orange, the burgundies, all that in the fall. I just don't like it to overwhelm my space. So I figured this is a perfect space to add just that touch of color to. All right, so let's get into these pillow covers. They may look really familiar to you. These are the ones from downstairs. I went ahead and pulled two pillows from downstairs and brought them up. I switched them out for some black pillows. You'll see that soon on the video coming up. But I wanted to add the cozy vibes, the different textures and colors and tones to the sofa. So these are some covers from Amazon, the black. And then, of course, this leopard pillow. I thrifted two of these recently. I think they were like $2 and something at Family Thrift. Washed them, sanitized them, and now they're my sofa. I'm keeping it simple. I'm just going to repeat the same thing that's on the other side on this side. So once again, we're using these covers. Now these pillows are two different colors. One's a little bit lighter, one's a little bit browner, but that doesn't matter. I'm not trying to be matchy-matchy. I just want the comfort vibes of like the textures, tones, and it just looks comfortable. I don't want it to look like you can't sit on it. I want it to look lived in for sure. So I'm going to give you a final look of what everything looks like right now in this room. It's so cool and comfy and I'm really loving it. It's about 80% complete. I still am expecting a small entertainment to come in so we can add that to the wall underneath the TV. But for the most part, this is what everything looks like. The rug was so cheap and inexpensive from Ross. I told you I wanted something durable and cheap just in case they drop things on the floor or anything up here. The material itself is extremely soft. It just reminds me of like a soft like pillow or something. But it says it's pet friendly and yeah, it's durable. So we shall see and how easy it is to clean. But I'm loving it so far. The fall colors, the textures. I love the brightness of the sofa too. It just looks really good. And the material feels so soft. So yeah, we were up here yesterday talking about it. And like I said, I woke up like, wait a minute, did I fall asleep on the sofa? So the video you're watching right now is actually 2 days after me putting it together. So as you see, it's fluffing up even more. I didn't steam out the sofa like I said I was going to do. I was going to just let it release on its own and it looks so good. I love that pop of orange too with the sofa. It looks really good. The fall colors, the orange, the browns, the blacks, the creams, the grays. It just looks like comfort, you know. So I do have a orange throw that I put in the basket that I thrifted recently. I also added a book to that basket just to give it some extra colors on this side of the room. And just the tone of that little wicker. It's not meant to be a coffee table. I think it's meant to be a side table because of the small space and me not wanting to take up much room in this space. I'm using it as a coffee table. I think it just works for us. And the fact that we don't really need a coffee table up here, we just actually needed something to sit like drinks on, like I said, if they bring drinks up here. But yeah, this is the back of the sofa. I wanted to give you a close up of the material so you can see what it looks like. And it's just extremely soft, y'all. Really soft in texture. And it actually has a texture too, if you can see close up. And it feels good. I don't think I'll be adding too much more decor. Once we get the entertainment unit in, we might add just a little bit on the other side of the room underneath that TV. But for the most part, this is what everything looks like. I have that lamp over there in the corner. I want to make sure we had some type of mood lighting, like at night, if we needed a little light in here, because there's no light except for the overhead light in the ceiling. So here is a close-up of all the textures and the tones of the colors that I blended together. And as you see, I have my computer back here in this corner. So yeah, I might be getting a standing desk pretty soon. If I do, you'll see that. I plan on adding a few more rugs in here just to layer it. You know, like those rugs from Five and Below, just to layer a little bit, just to add more pops of that black and the whites in here. But this is what everything looks like, y'all. I love it. It's such a vibe. I came in here last night with a cup of tea and just chilled out and ended up waking up at midnight. Like, whoa, did I fall asleep in here? I surely did. All right, so that is it. Let me know what you think about the room, the chill space, the sofa, the cushions, the color, all the things. What do you think? We have a ton of blankets, like I said before, so they can just throw blankets over the sofa while they're sitting here chilling, playing games. I'm not really worried about it being dirty or anything like that. Like we said, I have a cleaner, a shampoo cleaner, and I also have a washing machine, honey. We can wash. But yeah, I will see you all on the next video. Thanks so much for supporting my channel and hanging out with me. Let me know if you're ready to start decorating for fall. Have you decided on your fall colors? I'll be interested to know. I think my fall colors are going to be more of that browns. Instead of like colors, maybe I'm going towards patterns. Like I'm looking more for like the leopards and like this color. I think that's what I'm kind of going towards when it comes to the fall colors. And I'm loving brown. I'm loving seeing people with all the beautiful chocolate browns in their homes. So I'm trying to incorporate that brown with like the blacks and the beiges and I don't know, little touches of like the burnt orange. I'm just not an orange girly, but I'm liking it. So let me know what you think. Loving the cozy vibes. I came in here last night, chilled out, sipping on tea, end up waking up at like 12, like, oh my God, I fell asleep. So it's definitely a comfortable sofa. And yeah, I think we'll enjoy it. I want to thank Vesgantti for sending this out to me. Vesgantti, I think is how you pronounce it, for sending this out to me to try out and review and give my honest opinion on. Yeah, you'll see this sofa over time for the wear and tear anyway. And like I said, the boys will be on it. So you'll be able to see like, okay, how long does the sofa last, the durability, the quality of the sofa, the material. And yeah, definitely a really good first time sofa, definitely good for part-time. All these kids are going back to college and they're wanting nicer, furniture in their apartments. If you notice, a lot of the girlies that are going back to school, even the guys in college or whatever, they don't have the dorms and the apartments like we used to have. Baby, the aesthetics is, they are on it. So I know that they would love something like this. They would appreciate this in your bonus rooms, your movie rooms, or whatever. I love this sofa. So it's really nice. I like the softness of it. But I will see you all next video. Let's chat down below and let me know what you think. Just about all the changes I'm doing around the house. I'm just trying to be more mindful of what I like and love and what fits me and not just take on someone else's aesthetic, because I do like to see other people's homes, but it may not work for me. And I've learned that in switching and buying the furniture for the study and realizing that it just didn't work for me. So this works for us. This works for me. I will see you all in the next video. Peace and blessings.